evening, everyone, and I hate to interrupt all of the wonderful energy and drinking that's going on, so go ahead. It's not rude to drink while I'm talking, in case you were worried. There you go. Yeah, that's right. Well, welcome, and I'm Peggy Schmidt, and it's my privilege to be President and CEO of North Kansas City Hospital, and to welcome you and thank you for joining us this evening. Club W is all about wellness, and it's wellness for the mind, the body, the spirit, and the sense of humor. And so we've got our Moms on the Move Society, and we have our wine and wisdom events and wellness parties, and we just want to make sure that we're offering something that all women can relate to. And our Club W finds a fun way to connect women of all ages, and we really appreciate you being here with us tonight. Something really special happens when women with a common purpose gather together. We invest in each other, we motivate and influence each other, and at North Kansas City Hospital, we believe that women have the power to make themselves and their community healthier and happier. Living healthy is easier when you take the time to partner with your healthcare professional, and we are very fortunate to have several North Kansas City Hospital Emeritus Health physicians with us this evening, and I'm going to call you by names. I see you out there, there's no hiding. And I'm going to ask you to stand and let us recognize you. And I begin with Dr. Antoinette Acosta-Dixon with Meritas Health Park Plaza. Dr. Andrea Anthony with Meritas Health Pulmonary. Dr. Bridget Cooper with Meritas Health Park Plaza. Dr. Stephanie Elliott with Meritas Health Obstetrics and Gynecology. Dr. Dan Gelbach with Midwest Reproduction Center. Dr. Amanda Humiston with Meritas Health Obstetrics and Gynecology. Dr. Crystal Legal with Meritas Health Gashland. Oh, I got that wrong. I knew that. I looked at you, Meritas Health North Kansas City. I know that. Dr. Sarah Lowry with Meritas Health Gashland. Dr. Ancy Maruthanol with Meritas Health North Kansas City. Dr. Sharon Scott with Meritas Health Park Plaza. And Dr. Trimanikon from Meritas Health North Kansas City. Thank you all for being here tonight as our physician representatives. We would not be the leading hospital in the Northland without you. We are very excited that comedian, author, and actress Kerri Pomeroli accepted our invitation to return to this improv stage. If you attended last year's event, you know you are about to laugh a lot. So I hope everybody's got their laughing muscles in good shape. If you're seeing Kerri for the first time, you are really in for a treat. Kerri is well known and respected for her work as a comedian. She's appeared on The Tonight Show, Good Morning America, CNN, Lifetime TV, the Oxygen Channel, and Nick at Night's Mom's Night Out. She's also an author of 2 books, Mom's Night Out and Other Things I Miss, and Guys Like Girls Named Jenny. And I'm curious about that one. I'm feeling a little cheated on that, so we'll see if she can share that with us. So please join me in giving a warm Club W welcome to Kerri Pomeroli.
Comedy Central, Lifetime TV, ABC, Oxygen Channel, and on CNN Showbiz Tonight, she talked about her faith in Hollywood. You've seen her on The Tonight Show on NBC over 25 times. Her latest book, Mom's Night Out and Other Things I Missed, was released along with the hit motion picture, Mom's Night Out. And her latest TV show on Nick at Night is called Mom's Night Out. Her latest film, American Jesus, is now available on Netflix. From Los Angeles, California, please welcome the very funny Kerri.
Hello, hello, hello! How y'all doing? You made it out of the house on a weeknight? What's up? Woo woo! You guys ready to get crazy tonight? We're gonna stay up past 8:30. It's happening. What? We're like, no, we're not. Shark Tank's on at 9. We gotta be home. We gotta watch One Calls the Heart. You guys, I'm so happy to be here. This is my second year with you. Who was here last year with me? We had such a good time. Okay, like maybe some of you are going through some hormonal changes and you have memory loss. So if I tell the same joke, it'll be funny the first time, hopefully. Okay, because we're celebrating health. And I've been working really hard to get this job. I've been in the hospital like 37 times. So I just think it's good that I earned the right to be here tonight. I am so excited. I am a mom. A lot of you guys know that. And I'm just happy. I'm having a mom's night out too. I love my children, but they're in the car. I mean, seriously. I rolled down the window. It's not that hot. They'll text me. Oh, come on. Like, seriously, I know that would be illegal now, but if anybody grew up in the 1980s, the 1970s, when your mom left you in the car, it wasn't to go to the drug, it was to go to a movie, right? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, you got left, it's 108 degrees, you had leather seats, you had a sunburn that said Buick, like, on the side of you. Half the stuff our mothers was completely illegal, what they did to us, right? Do you remember how they fed us? I know we're celebrating health and everything, but my mother would keep a hospital in business. I'm serious, like every morning we would wake up and we would get our little sugar pill, Flintstone vitamin, right? I'm sure that's been banned by the FDA. And then remember we would have Fruity Pebbles cereal and Hi-C grape juice, right? There's no grapes in the Hi-C grape juice, right? And then we pedal off and my mom would pack me a Twinkie and a Hostess cupcake for like a healthy snack with my Campbell's chicken noodle soup where there's no chicken, right? You know? And I'm like this, and my teacher's like, she has ADD. I'm like, no, check the lunchbox, all right? Open the Bee Gees lunchbox, I'm telling you. And it's because my mother didn't breastfeed me that's why we fight. That's why I'm a comedian. That's why I have issues. My mother's a very Christian woman. She's like, we don't have issues, we have prayer requests. And that's why you need therapy, Barbara. I do not need therapy, I have small groups. It's totally different. What happens at small groups stays in the church newsletter. The one on Facebook. You're clapping because you're in it, right? You know? It's like my mother always said, it's not gossip if your head is bowed, right? So some of you will get that one on the way home. Stay with me. Who's excited about Mother's Day? Do I have any moms in the house? Are you so excited? So finally this year, my kids are like, what do you want? They're old enough to understand. And she's like, what do you want? Just tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. I'm like, you really know what I really? Okay, I love, like, we were at Bed Bath & Beyond the other day. She wants to buy a $45 alarm clock. I'm like, don't you have, like, some saving to do because Mother's Day is coming? She's like, Mom, I'm going to make you something. It's going to be really special. I was like, no. I'll tell you what I want for Mother's Day. I'm going to tell you what I want for every holiday. I love you, but I want you and your sister to leave, okay? That's what I want. Can I hear an amen? I mean, seriously. I don't want them to leave for a long time, just like a week. You know what I'm saying? I want to take a shower by myself, okay? If anybody's a parent of a toddler and you've been in the shower and you've seen Psycho, I got Norman Bates outside on the shower curtain. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I want to eat a meal with two hands, right? Let's enjoy this. I want to watch a show that doesn't have a purple dinosaur in it, okay? And you know you're losing your mind. If there's moms here and you have been watching Dora the Explorer, you guys remember that show, Dora the Explorer? And your kid leaves the room and you have to watch the end of the episode to make sure Dora made it to her destination. You are losing your mind, okay? Just drink up, people. Drink up. It is tough. It is tough. And it's been an interesting year. I know that we're here and it's all about making changes. And some of you were with me last year. I'm just going to be totally honest. It's been an interesting year. Well, most importantly, I've lost weight. I've lost about 185 pounds. Yes, thank you. Yes. I got a divorce. And can I hear an amen again? And I didn't even have to change my eating, and I just feel lighter. And I know it's weird. It's weird. You guys, this is the first time I've ever talked about it on stage. It's like so scary. And divorce isn't funny. I was like, I'm a comedian. Divorce is not funny, especially when I get my attorney bills, you know? And it's just, and I want to tell you all the dirty details, but I married a comedian, and so now we're fighting over the punchlines. And so I can't legally talk about my divorce, but I will tell you something I've learned from marrying a comedian. If there's any single girls, do not marry for love. That is so stupid. Marry for old money. Seriously, people. Seriously, I know you're oohing that, but that's all the married people like. No one told me. No one told me. And you guys, I'm old now. I'm old and I'm cranky, and people are like, you should date. You should date. And I don't know the terms. Okay, where's my single people at? Seriously, oh, you want to go out later? We got Walmart, all day Walmart. Okay, I heard that's where you meet people, Home Depot. I don't even know, okay? And this guy, he asked me to come over and Netflix and chill, right? So he put a movie on and I fell asleep. And I was like, did 4 people get that? Okay, that's like the new term, you know? And I don't know the terms. And I remember, I don't want to go online. Has anyone done online internet? Like, you're going to admit it here. But okay, you have, because half of you look familiar. Okay, so farmers only, to give it a shot. Like, I'm just saying, there's job security. Stop judging. But this is awful. Now I'm old on internet dating, right? So then there's guys that are like 89, and they think I'm age appropriate, which I love their confidence. I love the confidence, and they have profile. And have you guys seen the Netflix show Making of a Murderer? Have you seen that show? That guy is on eHarmony, okay? That is the same dude in every picture, and they're all like 89 years old, and they have profiles that are like, see you next Tuesday. I'm like, you're not gonna live that long, dude. But then I thought about it. I could date an old guy with a heart problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to date. I just want to get their credit score and be like, do you snore? Because does anything else matter? See me after the show. Like, I'm open. I do not care. Just let's talk about your FICO score. That's what I'm attracted to at this point. Do you have a 401k? Like, seriously. I don't even care what you look like. It doesn't matter. I won't see you much. We'll be married. And my 9-year-old daughter's like kind of in on it, and I'm not dated at all. And I said to my daughter, my 9-year-old, and I'm like, Mom, you got asked out on Instagram, which I guess is like how the kids. And she's like, well, who was it? I said, he's a dentist. She's like, you can't marry a dentist, Mommy. And I said, why? He's a dentist. She goes, that's right. I'm not spending Halloween sugar-free. So it's been, you know, I was writing some notes about like things that have been happening. And so the internet, you guys, seriously, I did internet dating in my 20s, and it's the same. Okay, first of all, some of the same guys are on there. And then so, I'm like, well, you're back. They're like, well, so are you. Stop judging. And so, I was honest on my profile. They don't like honesty because they're like, what are you looking for in a man? And I'm like, well, if we met online, I'm looking for somebody who's willing to lie about how we met, because I don't want to be at my wedding being like, I'm so glad we logged on. You know, like, I don't think that goes on. And then they're like, where do you want to go on a first date? I'm like, we met online. We're going to the police station to get fingerprinted, right? I'm sorry. And there are men that want to go out with me. Their names are Dark Horse. I'm like, well, you're still in prison, Skippy, okay? And my mother, she has like no standards in this one. She's like, well, at least you know where he is at night. At least probably has time to read his Bible, you know. Like at this point in my life, like if I get married again, my mother's like, can you walk? We don't care. We don't care. It's English optional. I know. And you guys, seriously, let's talk about dating in general. Like I am dating, it's California. And I grew up in the Midwest, and I have a Southern mother. Do you have any Southerners here? What are you, witness protection? You can't talk about it in the back? Real South, or like not Southern Missouri, like Southern, where are you from? Dallas! Okay, so you're from another country, but it's Southern. Okay. We love Dallas. The higher the hair, the closer to God. Okay, so Keep up, people. Keep up. Okay, so California dating is jacked up. It is not like Midwestern boys. I love you. No, sir, you're here tonight. No, there's 3 guys. Did you think you were going to like a monster truck rally tonight? Like, did you walk in and be like, one of these kids is not like the others? This is not wrestling night. This is like a big experiment. So if something's funny, feel free to laugh. Okay, so I've told her, I said I'm sad, and I never thought I was gonna be like divorced and single, and it's been like a long time now. And she's like, "What are you doing today?" I'm like, "I have to go get a mammogram." She goes, "That's great. Maybe your nurse will be a male. Like that could be exciting for you." And then I thought, Club W, that could be a business. Do you know what I mean? You could start like male mammogram therapy. Peggy, where's Peggy? Where's Peggy? Write it down, Peggy. Write it down. Think about it. I'm telling you, it could work. I would sign up. And then you go to dinner later. Do you know what I'm saying? They should go to dinner first. You're totally gonna hire me for marketing. Club something or other. I don't have a name for it. It's gonna come to me. It's a different topic. Just saying, you never know. But it's okay. So back to dating. So I was on a date. Like this was before. This is why I don't want to date again. California boys, very liberal, and I love you men. And I think women, even though they didn't know they were, we need to respect the men. We need to respect the men. We love you. We need you. We love you, especially when the check comes. Like I am just. Or when there's luggage to be lifted, like I'm seriously, I don't even, yes. Or there's a rodent, okay, I'm like, I need a man right now. And so, being single is hard. Like I took my own garbage out by myself. I'm like, hear me roar, I can do this. I'm Norma Ray. I changed the light bulb, and it's just like, I'm so strong. But no, the thing is, I went on this date like a long time ago, and it was the first date, and the check came, ladies. The check came, and you know what? I said, let me get that. And you know what he did? He let me get that, you guys. That is ghetto, all right? That is inappropriate, Kansas City. Men, write it down. You don't take a woman and what she means when she says, let me get that, is maybe in 6 months she'll leave the tip, or we're going to call that even, okay? Well, these guys in California, you don't take a woman to the movies, and he's like, I'll buy the tickets, you buy the popcorn. I'm like, no, popcorn costs $957. We just spent $200 to look natural for you. Do you know what I'm talking about? And they better like it on the first date, because that's the most effort we are ever going to put in. Women, you know that I'm right. They're like, what about your wedding? You want to look good on your wedding? No, I don't need to look good on my wedding. I got you, okay? You are standing at the end of the aisle, and if the groom leaves, the best man moves over, he's got the ring, all right? They're all dressed alike. Who do you think planned that? Einstein? I'm getting married today, all right? You didn't think you were going to learn tonight. You could write this off as an educational seminar. Peggy's like, we really had to have her twice? We didn't know what's been going on in her life. She's very angry. There's some good things about being single a little bit. I like the drawer space. My drawers are full. You guys know what I'm talking about. I got 2 drawers. I got 2 sets of drawers. I got a sock drawer, bra drawer, hat drawer, another sock drawer. I mean, it's amazing. My drawers are totally full. And my friend's like, you think you'll ever get married again? I'm like, no, man, I would have to work really hard to get in my drawers. Thank you. Thank you, Kansas City. I can watch Ryan Gosling movies by myself and eat Nutella in the shower. No one cares. I don't have to shave both legs when I shower anymore. All the mothers are like, nobody shaves both legs. Nobody has time for that. If I show up for a date and I've washed myself, like, they're winning, okay? I remember when I was single, I would totally get excited about dating, and I would be like, I need to go get my eyebrows waxed. I need to go back. First of all, ladies, if you go to a date and your date is obsessed with your eyebrows being waxed, he doesn't want to date you, all right? He wants to go shopping with you, but he doesn't want to date you. And I'm Italian. Do I have any of my Italians here tonight? Do I have any Italians? At least they can make some noise. I know, seriously, I know they can't talk about it. If you're Italian and you're living in Kansas City, something happened in Jersey. Right. It's Italian lightning. No, I remember. So I had a roommate when I was in my 20s, and she was Thai, right? And so I was always, Italians, how do we explain this? We're gifted. We're gifted with hair all over. And I just got to be honest about that. You know, it's like God's like, I can't make you perfect. And so my friend, and do you guys know this about my Asian sisters? She's like, I never shave. I haven't shaved since the 80s. I'm like, shut up, okay? Just shut up, because I have like a weekly appointment, you know. And so I can never afford to go to the fancy spa, so I do this Asian spa, and I go in to get my eyebrows waxed. And I swear, you think they're working on commission, because every time I go in there to get my eyebrows waxed, does that ever happen to you? She's like, I do mustache. I do mustache. I'm like, no, I just want my eyebrows. She's like, no, I do it for half price. That's disgusting. You big hairy chicken. And then you're walking around your friends like, isn't that horrible? I don't need it. She's like, no, you don't. And she's like, yeah, she does. We should tell her. And then you guys, so I go to the dermatologist in Los Angeles. Okay, speaking of medical. Okay, the dermatologists in Los Angeles are not like the dermatologists anywhere else. Dermatology, plastic surgery, apparently it all goes together. So I go in there and I'm like, my skin's dry. And I go to this like bougie doctor. She's like, well, first of all, we gotta fix the jowl problem. And I was like, what? She's like, well, the jowl and that sagging chin of yours. And I mean, I-405 freeway going across your head. I mean, you look like you're 108, you know. And I'm like, what? I mean, I was like crying. She's like, listen, I got Botox, have a martini. And so I'm like, this really happened. So they have you in a reclining chair. She's telling you how horrible you are, but she's sort of gentle at the same time. And then the sun is setting. She's like, you need some Botox, baby. You need some Botox. I'm like, no, it goes against everything I stand for. She's like, no, baby, the first one's free. This is not going to hurt. They're like a drug dealer, right? You know what I'm talking about? You said you're never going to do it. And next thing you know, she's sticking a needle in my head. I did it. I admit it. You know what happened? It was like God's sign. I broke out in hives. My whole forehead, they're like, stat, we need some Allegro. We need some Allegro. We got to bleed her. Okay, so my whole face for 24 hours is broken. I'm like, I knew I shouldn't have done the Botox. I knew I should have done the Botox. So the next day I look in the mirror after the Botox and I was like, oh, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. And my friends were like hugging me. We had like a secret handshake. I'm like, I did it. They're like, we can tell. We don't know how you're feeling, so just tap your foot for yes. Nobody has facial expressions, but we look amazing on Facebook. I wrote her a thank you note. I'm like, let's do the jowls next time. Dang it, it's gonna take my kids' college tuition, but who really cares? But so, okay, so I'll get off the dating thing. So I've been doing technology. I've been trying to get, I'm keeping my AOL email. Am I the only person, I bet I'm the only person in this whole building that has AOL email. Me and you. You know what though? Okay, back to the dating thing. What if my boyfriend from 5th grade wants to find me? Do you know what I'm saying? And the guys I dated, they don't know about social media. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they would still. AOL I like the yellow mailbox. I'm so old when it comes to technology. I like it. It says, you've got mail, and then I'm happy. There's just something special about that. But, so my little kids got me apps for my phone. They got me the talk to text app. Have you guys heard about that? Where you talk and it texts what you say. What you say. So I was in the parking lot after a meeting with my daughter's 1st grade teacher. I said, thank you, Mrs. Rabenchuk. I'm looking forward to a wonderful year. That's what I said. It texted, I hate my mother and I have a yeast infection. Have you guys ever used the text app and it keeps texting when you keep talking and you don't know that it keeps texting? Oh, thank you very much. I was talking to a realtor about selling the house, right? And I'm like, I can't wait to work with you. It's going to be a very fruitful relationship. Don't make me come back there. I will come back there. I'll give you a spanking. You won't be able to walk for a week. And you can't untext it. So then you write, LOL. Spanking emoji, like, you know. You can't untext. I'm so glad they did not have Facebook when I was in college. Seriously? Right? All the stupid stuff we did is not recorded on video. Yes! Even you, Peggy. Would you be where you were today? I don't think so. When you run into your friends and like, oh, you're doing healthcare? That's hilarious. It's fantastic. I know that's always weird when you go back to your high school reunions and like the most like drunk person's an eye doctor now, and you're like, so people trust you with their health. That's frightening. But you were into medical marijuana, so I guess that all makes sense. I'm telling you. And so I was doing this I had a rental car and I had to drive all this way across the state of California for a gig. And women, I got Sirius Radio in the rental car. Anybody have Sirius Radio? No, don't clap for that. Listen, ladies. I'm here to educate you. We as women need to help each other. We cannot drive alone with Sirius Radio in the car. And I think we all know why. Because you're going to end up on the 80s and 8 love song station. Journey's going to come on. You're pulled over on the side of the freeway crying your eyes out calling your ex-boyfriends. It is not a good idea, all right? It is not good. That's how I ended up on the phone with the mayor. And it is not good. They're like, who is this? I'm like, tell them it's Kerri from camp. I will be the flame. Now listen, ladies. I understand that it happens to all of us. And if you say it doesn't happen, you're lying. Because I know you're driving around and, Def Leppard, Love Bites comes on, or Journey, Just a Small Town Boy, right? And you're transported back to your prom. You're transported back to that 8th grade dance. You remember what you were wearing. You remember what your boyfriend was wearing. You want to share that moment with your boyfriend. And unfortunately, because of Twitter, you can get their phone number. Now listen. Don't do it. Let it go. Logical people, let it go, okay? We do not need to call them. They do not want to hear from us. I have a boyfriend from the time I was 14 years old that every time Richard Marx Hold On to the Nights would come on, I felt the need to call him, okay? And I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your wedding, but why'd you pick up? Now, you guys ask me where my comedy comes from. You ask me if that's based in truth. If that isn't true, that very same boyfriend is here tonight and he's sitting at table 1. Okay? Ask him. Thank you. Todd Crossley, Gary Crossley Ford. There's your commercial. Did I just ruin your business? They're going to come in and be like, hold on to the night. He knows that's true. I'm like, I'm sorry your kid's getting baptized. Don't pick up the phone. And he's here with his lovely wife tonight, which is like, I understand when you have your first boyfriend and you love them and then they get married and they call you and they're like, I'm getting married. I'm like, I'm so happy for you. Did he have to marry a professional cheerleader, ladies and gentlemen? I'm like, she's a what? He's like, yeah, she's a professional Kansas City Chiefs. Did I get the team right? Yes, look, she's like that. No, it gets better. Not only is she a professional cheerleader, she's also a model, okay? I was like, oh, that's fantastic. Like Sears and Roebuck, Kohl's, no, he's like beer commercial. I'm like, no, you married a hot beer commercial model? That is not even, and she's adorable and nice, and I can't stand that. Oh, and here's my favorite part. Guess what her name is? Kerri. Yes, thank you very much. Could you marry like an ugly chick with like a good personality? Like... And through the years, the sad fact is I like her better than I like him. So, and it's worked out quite nicely. We're going on vacation in Florida together. We've talked about it. And